Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about what I have inside this case. I absolutely love it. Not a paid endorsement, bought this with my own money. I'm just someone who's really impressed with this product and what it's been able to do for me at our remote cabin, or while I've been camping, or just when I didn't have any internet or cell phone service. So unless you're someone who's checked out the video description or the title of this video, then you already know what's in here. But I'm hoping that some of you guys are the people that just click on random things on the internet, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. All right, so for this part, what I'll do is I'll bring you in close, and then we'll go from there. So this is actually a case from Harbor Freight, and I just cut out the inside to fit to this Starlink. So what this is Starlink Roam, and they have various plans online. And the cost for this is it's pretty steep. I think the last I checked, they wanted either $4.99 or $5.99 for it. But what that gets you is everything minus that and minus that. It gives you everything you see here. This is basically internet in a box. So we'll take out some of these components and then we'll go over it. All right, so what I've done here is just set up the bare basic of what you're going to need if you want to be mobile on a hike for a couple of hours or so. I've tested this Anchor power bank, and it keeps the Starlink charged or up and running for about 3 hours. And when I plug it in, it has a built-in timer, and it'll let you know how much time you have until the battery runs out. So let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. You just take one end, the Starlink cord, plug it in here. Here, click, flip it over, and then just take this and plug it right in. And you'll see it light up. So right now, because it's booting up, it's pulling 31.8 watts. And right now the runtime is about 3 hours. Now that'll change. Right now Starlink's booting up, so it requires more power. So that'll even out, and we'll have about 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours, depending on your usage and things like that. But this is it. This is all you need to be connected to the internet in the wilderness. It's crazy how far technology has come along. So now our next step is to take this setup and go outside so that we can align Starlink with the satellite constellation that's happening right now. So let's go do that. All right, so right now I have this set up on a table just outside. I'm going to put this down. Now, orientation does matter, but I want to show you, I'll put this under here so it doesn't get as wet. Orientation does matter, and I'll show you that in the Starlink app. It actually tells you how to align the whole unit, and basically the angle is correct the way it should be, as long as it's on a flat, semi-flat surface. But the way this is positioned also impacts your how fast your internet actually gets to be. So we'll take you to the Starlink app now so we can see how close we got it. So while I'm going into the settings of my iPhone to find the Starlink router, I'm also walking out to align the Starlink, because that's going to be the next step. The app actually helps you align Starlink perfectly so that it's able to communicate effectively with the satellite constellation. So here it's telling me to turn it, and I have my ring notification that there's a person outside my garage. So here I'm moving it, and it lights up like that when you have it perfectly aligned. So now that Starlink is aligned, I'm heading inside to use the app to check for obstructions. Hopefully there's nothing huge in the way that'll impact signal strength. So here we're checking for obstructions. Doesn't look like it picked up any right now, but there will be. There most likely be trees in the way. So now it says that we're online, so we should be able to access the internet at this point. Checking alignment one more time. And there are the obstructions. All the blue is good. The red are, in this case, tops of trees or maybe the corner of my garage. So keep in mind, this is also simultaneously downloading a software. Looks like we've peaked around 200, and then the downloads, or the the upload speed is about 30. I typically run this a couple of times just to get a quick average of what we're getting. There's also other spots in the app where you can see latency and ping and other things like that, and I can show you that in the next step. It's just a different tab, and you're able to access more information about Starlink's performance. Probably more information than anybody cares to ever know. Here I've clicked on an area where you can get more information. You can get the ping rate, the latency, and other things like that. If you really want to nerd out on this stuff, you can. And sometimes while I'm in the app, I like to give feedback right away. And this section gives you the opportunity to do that. This unit is able to produce up to 230 megabits per second download, and I can't remember what the upload was, all remote. And here, let's see how much we're using. This is up to, if you can see that because of the rain, 4 hours and 6 minutes left, and it's using about 21.8 watts. So the max was around 40, and that was when it was first starting up. And keep in mind, this thing is still downloading a software, so it's also running a little higher. So again, that 4 hour mark for this to have internet in case of an emergency or anything like that for $50 a month after the initial hit on the equipment, I don't think that's bad at all. It's a pretty cheap peace of mind. So we're back inside here. It's getting a little wet out there. I figured we can run a quick test with the computer here to see what it's like inside of a cement block building that's about 75 feet away from where the Starlink is currently. So I'll go ahead and get started. And again, keep in mind, we're in a cement block building about 75-ish feet away. And it looks like we're around 50 down. And I'm assuming it's going to be around 50 up. Yeah, it's pretty typical. Still, which is pretty good for satellite internet. I've had internet access throughout the entire cabin that we have, and about 200 to 300, I think it was about 250 feet away, where I was getting very similar readouts for up and down speeds. It's away from the Starlink router, so it's phenomenal technology that's only going to get better with time. So that's it for that test. And another thing I'd like to touch upon is the case. Like I said, I believe in the beginning, this is a Harbor Freight case. It's the Apache 4800 case, and it comes with everything you see here. What I did was I took an X-Acto knife, and as you can see, precision is not my middle name. I cut out the shape for this and to set the Starlink in. So what I did was I put the Starlink on top of this, traced around it with a Sharpie, and then I just cut and hacked away at that until I got the depth that I wanted. And same with the pipe holder, and as well as the power case. So as you can see, everything has a place, and there's a place for everything, and it fits in there nicely. And put the Starlink on top of there. So this is a really quick, cheap, easy DIY that I wish I would have filmed, because I'm seeing a lot of other things on YouTube. Some are very expensive. I'm also seeing cases on Amazon for your Starlink. So this was under $60, I think, and that was just for the case. The time to do this took me about 20 minutes. And if you're better at cutting foam, then it'll take even less. And I got this case because I knew I was taking this thing to our remote cabin. So I wanted to be able to pack it up quickly and deploy it quickly. So this is a waterproof case. There's a waterproof seal the whole way around, and it is pretty tough and rugged. This thing gets thrown in the back of the truck by my kids and by me as well. And I have yet to find any scratches, dings, or dents in the or on the Starlink equipment, just because it is protected by the foam. Highly recommend this. So it just stopped raining, and as you can see, the speeds we were getting was with a partially cloudy, almost fully cloudy sky during a rain event. So and I couldn't imagine what it would be like with clear skies. And to give you an update on how much time we have left on the Anchor power bank, just click it here. Looks like we are at 5 hours and 22 minutes and about 15 watts. So we could do a lot in about 5 hours. So that'll wrap up this video. It's a quick video on Starlink Roam and what I'm using to power it mobily. Now, obviously, when we're at the cabin, this thing gets plugged into the wall. Didn't feel the need to show that because it's pretty self-explanatory on how to plug this thing into the wall. And I love this. It's probably going to be part of my average truck camping kit or just whatever we take up to our cabin. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was a con for this. Right now, these things are about $4.99 or $5.99. There are some deals on the big box stores, the orange one. I don't know if the blue one sells it. But entry into this is a little expensive. This was a thought out decision. And one of the things that we realized we wanted to have is availability to call someone in case of an emergency if we were out and about or during just a natural disaster, hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, things like that. So we were able to justify this purchase. Like I said in the beginning, not a paid sponsor for either one of these things. I bought them both with my own money. So the only con I have for this is getting started. It is pricey, but at $50 a month, it's a good peace of mind to have. And you can upgrade that to unlimited use. It's $50 for 50 gigs. We go to our cabin maybe twice a month, and we're not up there to be on the internet anyway. But if we need it, we have it. And if you go over $50, it is $1 per gig, I believe, is the going rate right now. But I really like this. It's a very good, like I said before, peace of mind to have. And if you're in the market for mobile internet, I would check out Starlink Roam. I want to thank you for clicking on this video. It was a short one, but I felt like I wanted to make it because it's been seen in a couple of other videos as well. So again, thanks for clicking, and I'm hoping you'll click on the next one. See ya. So one of the things I wanted to try yesterday and just didn't get around to doing it, and now today I have a little bbit of time on, so I'm running an errand, is to test this while moving. Test this in my truck while we drive. So right now we're sitting in my driveway and we're looking at 4.98, almost 5 megabits up, and that's not really good, but we're also in the trees right now. I live in the woods, so there's a lot of tree cover and things like that. So let's get moving and see what it's like when we're actually out moving about on the road. All right, so we're about a mile down the road, and there's a stoplight coming up, and hopefully we have slow traffic, so I'll be able to be a little bit distracted to click a run for our test here. So like I said, it's a not very cloudy day, so we should have full view of the sky. And the Starlink is actually sitting up on the dash right underneath the window here. So let me do a test, see what we got as we're moving. We're at 46 right now, so. So it looks like we're at 77 up and 5 down. While moving, we're connecting with satellite, so that's pretty cool. All right, we'll do another test. Right now we're facing north, so It's about where Starlink wants to face, and it's a little higher, 88 down and 4 up. All right, so in the interest of remaining safe on the road, decided to come to a park and just check it one last time. So we'll go ahead and run another test. So this is us sitting in a parking lot here at a park, just to see what we have, and it looks like we're above 200 for the down, and coming up, upload speed is about 4.6 megabits per second. So this mobile test did not go the way I anticipated. I'm really surprised. I didn't think that we would be able to have mobile internet driving at 40, 50 miles an hour. So that's pretty cool. I'm impressed. So the final verdict for Starlink Roam is you can use it in the woods, you can use it on the go, and you can use it sitting at a local park. Thanks for checking out the extra here at the end. I really appreciate it.